They own BitTorrent for fuck's sake.
Literally.
Torrent's its own token now. You realize that, right?
It's a Tron token though.
But it's a Tron token owned by Tron.
A TRC20 token.
And
Top
Justin
Keck.
Sun, the owner of Tron, still owns BitTorrent.
I know. I'm aware.
That's not the name of the actual protocol, is it?
TRC20? I'm not joking,
Yeah.
bro.
Really?
Mate,
Troll.
Top Keck. I need to buy some Tronics. Let me just see. CTRX.
Tronics?
That's what it's called, Tronics. That's what it was originally called before they changed it to Tron. It was like Tronics Project or something like that.
Oh shit.
So I still call it Tronics.
What? Do you need the movie? No, we're not partnering with the movie.
What do you mean?
Be buying Chainlink.
Nah, mate, I just sold a bunch of Chainlink. Well, not just now, like the other day to get some Ethereum. When Ethereum was cheap, I was like, oh, I'm going back to ETH. Because it was just going down, like.
So I went to go throw away my pumpkins.
Yeah.
And one of them had turned into liquid in my hand.
What the fuck?
I saw the furry one.
Yeah, that's the one, bro. It's the furry one.
How is it dead on Halloween? That's fucking hilarious. You couldn't have timed it any better.
The other one did just fine. It was still hard and perfect, but that one, bro, it just wasn't happening.
Maybe, okay, so the one that died was possibly organic, and the other one was probably genetically modified.
Oh, damn, that's a great perception. That or the girlfriend didn't clean it out well enough.
Oh.
And I think that's what happened. I don't think she cleared out all the guts.
Oh, so the guts went bad. Still though, it made it to Halloween. That's pretty cool.
Too bad it's fucking raining and pouring and all these kids are gonna be cold as fuck.
Oh man, that sucks. That sucks so bad.
Just gotta keep my lights off and hope nobody knocks on my door.
Mm-hmm.
Better hope an autistic kid didn't find a Predator helmet.
Fuck's sake.
They actually put they put signs on all the registered sex offenders' lawns that say you're not allowed to trick or treat there.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
wow.
Yeah, fucking right, man. Fucking right.
Yeah, dude. They post up. It's like a big fat ass sign too. It's got a ghost on it. It says no trick or treating.
Yes, mate.
The new
Let
razor
the
blade's
community
been announced.
know, man. Let the community know, and then they can all go and fucking beat the crap out of them. Yeah, boy.
There's a new razor blade on the scene.
It's just encouraging lynching on Halloween, basically, you know. It's, you know.
Well, they actually tried to kick the sheriff out of town for that, and he stepped on his words and was like, "I'm fucking sticking to what I'm doing, so y'all can fuck off." And then the court ruled that it was legal. So. Did you guys see these new gender neutral emojis?
Oh God. Please.
Apple's the first one to do it.
Fuck's sake.
So I guess wearing black means you're gender neutral.
Still looks feminine.
Yeah, it does. Like literally, all they did was put black clothes on them.
Here, have a unique emoji.
Oh my god.
It's fucked.
What, you think they're gonna come out with emojis for furries now?
They already have. It's the animal ones in it, I'm sure.
Nah, I
Ooh,
mean
that looks
like
sexy as fuck.
a man dressed in a furry costume as an emoji. Watch it happen, bro. You know, now they're gonna come out with drag queen emojis too.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering, like, this gender neutral thing, I mean, does it need to be a thing? I don't think it does it, really? It's just...
Well, I mean, my thought process the other day kind of summed it up in my brain. Like, plants, there's only two genders, and they don't feel, you know.
It's the natural evolution of the iPhone crowd.
Yep.
Start off
What's funny
normal, and then you morph into a hipster, and then you morph into like something else after that.
What's funny is my girlfriend, when I first started dating her, she was extremely left. She really loved like Hillary, and she was all about like that LGBT fucking I'm a whiny fucking little kid type politics. And since she lived with me for the past 2 years, now she's extremely right. She's like, those motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly, dude.
Nah, I don't think they need to shut the fuck up. I just think they're a minority who wants a voice like everybody else, you know.
Well,
I
like,
agree.
But
I totally agree. Like, it just bugs me when, see, like where I live in Atlanta,
it's
there's
enough of a
the
voice
gay
to influence
population.
the emojis on an Apple iPhone, though. That's where
Yeah.
it's becoming a problem.
The community here is so big that like it's like shoved down everybody's throats. And like, you know what? I don't care like what you decide to do with your like if you want to fuck a guy, go fuck a guy. If you want to go
Yeah,
fuck
exactly,
a girl, go do it. But do I really need it shoved in my face every day? Like
That's the thing.
and
I think it needs to be, and it's
like as much as I understand why they have like pride parades and stuff, like my girlfriend got so mad at me because I was like, man, that parade's like kind of annoying me. And she's like, why? I'm like, because like it's not like straight people go walk down the street. It's like I fuck pussy, I fuck pussy. But that's what that's what all these.
Yeah, you go. So go on.
I don't know. I just don't like sexual shit being shoved down my throat unless like I'm cool with you and like we chillin' and it's funny.
Yeah, I get that, but that's just half of it, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, then the other side, you know, is I guess people being bigoted, saying like, "I can't fucking stand that you are that way," you know.
Well, yeah, it's the civil rights part of it where they like had to fight for acceptance, I guess. It's like Black History Month, but for gays.
yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like Morgan Freeman even says there shouldn't be a Black History Month, though.
Well, yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
But
because like honestly, if you want racism to end, just fucking stop talking about it and just
Mm.
be happy with everybody.
No,
Like,
you know?
Like it mattered at first, but now like at least I guess like maybe in 100 like when 100 years has passed since that event, I guess the general population could be like, yeah, we could put that one to bed now.
I disagree. I think VR is going to allow people to have some sort of empathy towards people that are different than them and understanding their point of view. So yeah, and it's
Yeah,
not going
that's
to happen
true. Well, I
through
mean,
dialogue. It's not going to happen through dialogue.
I mean, I don't know, man.
For now,
A lot
for
of
now.
a lot of racism is passed down from generation, bro. Like
Oh,
no,
yeah, that's true.
no
Yeah, that's
kid, no fucking kid on this earth is born like I hate white people or I hate Americans or
Hey,
whatever.
no
Like,
one more racist than the boomers.
but what happens is that the you know somebody's father fucking went, you know, fuck that white person. They fucking fucked you over in your ancestors and blah blah blah, and they're treated and they're taught that way for like years and years and years. And I see it happening every day, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Like what needs to happen is the older generation needs to let things go and just go forward, and then the rest of the world could do the same. You know, because like some guy told me he's like my ancestors were slaves. I'm like, okay, dude, I'm really sorry that happened back in the day, but like, what are we gonna do about it now? You know.
All right, so
We're talking about like Jim Crow
reparations
segregation
are-
and lynching that happened like one generation ago. You know what I mean? Like my dad experienced, you know, seeing his best friend get his ass whooped just because of the color of his skin, dude. And he's still
Yeah,
alive, man.
like I said, it's gonna take like
Yeah,
at least like 100 years before we can put that shit to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've witnessed this shit myself, you know, but
Mm.
you know, at the end of the day, like I'm a white person, and I've always lived in the minority, and nobody cares about me or how I feel, you know. Like,
Right.
so why should like there's no White History Month, you know, but I've like my entire life I've lived in a place that's 80% Mexican in a sanctuary city where they harbor illegal immigrants. And then
Yeah.
I moved here where it's over 70-80% black, which is cool with me.
Mhm.
But I've always seen it as me myself as a minority in the area of which I've lived in, and I've always been treated like shit.
Yeah, I
But they
feel
don't
you.
they don't they don't take they don't like take your money away. The problem is like there's not a racism has gone down drastically. It is taught from generation to generation, but in America, as far as I've seen, the actual racism has gone down a ton. The fact still remains that if you
Well,
look
I mean,
back, hold on, if you look back all the way, the not saying white people, but the country has about $9,000 million of free work that's never been paid for, like including the effects of like interest over time. Like we're 9 trillion in the hole to African Americans in America. Go do the math yourself and let me know what you come up with. It's nine
what are you
thousand
talking about? Prison?
bill. No,
No, you're not
no.
talking about prison, but
All
that's
the
something
effects,
else. That's
all the
free
effects of
work.
slavery
Yeah.
when it actually happened, plus Jim Crow, plus when they moved black people into the poorest parts of the fucking world, where white people weren't, and they had zero wealth. They had nothing to build upon. There's still black kids on the east side of Buffalo today who are born into the poorest fucking shit, and it absolutely you can connect it directly back. So they have no fucking money. They're way more likely to commit crimes. They're way more likely to get fucked with for those crimes, and it's poverty. It's fucking poverty. And yes,
Yeah, trust me, bro. I know that
Alex is definitely
100% because I live in one of those cities you're talking about, bro. I live in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Like this
oh
is
my god,
where all the
dude, I got locked up there in the DeKalb Hilton. I well, it
oh,
wasn't
dude, that's I live. Okay, you know Memorial Drive where that jail is? I'm right there. That's where my house is.
I got locked up there by a giant black lady
Locked up,
cop
they
for letting
won't
my
let me
dog sleep in my
out.
car with the windows like a quarter
Locked
open,
up, they
and
won't
was
let
in
me
there
out.
I was in the DeKalb
But
Hilton
yeah,
for
no,
a day.
I got
systematic
locked up,
oppression in America is a huge problem. I totally agree.
Think
let
about
me
this though. Like
That needs
most people don't have a plan for reparations. I have one. Excuse me. I calculated
Oh,
the
I
number at
appreciate that, bro.
I'm not saying anyone should build it, but $9 trillion is the number I have. My first idea was let's build 9,000 $1 billion like like high tech like tech universities, right? Like we have this thing called BOCES, whether it's computers or like hands-on work in computers, like real shit that you're doing, not the stuff that's being learned in the other universities. We could literally afford to build 9,000 $1 billion like mini universities. And my only thing is don't make them for black people. Just figure out where are the 9,000 latitudes and longitudes in America where the most intentional ghettification happened, right? Find the worst spots in the fucking world, and in each one of them, build a $1 billion micro university and focus on tech, and it'll solve everything. Because white people that live in those neighborhoods are not afraid of black people at all, really. So they'll just go to the university. The black people will live in that university predominantly, so they'll go to that university. Any white person who wants to drive into that shitty neighborhood can also go to that university. And if they all get so full, we'll figure it out. And maybe there'll be a priority. Like if there's black people waiting outside and there's white people waiting outside, it'll be like the only compromise we're making is that we're going to let the black person in next. Like if there's a line, because this is reparations. We're not saying you can't come in if you're white, but if there's so many black people that want to take these classes and they're full, then you just wait, because you're white and your people will have 10 times more money per person.
Or they could just go to a much better environment.
No, but wouldn't you think that would change the
And
country though if we did that? If we built 1,000 high-tech campuses in the worst locations in this country, it would take the worst locations in this country and drastically change many of them. Some of them wouldn't work, but we'd have thousands of new locations.
I think the best reparations is just decriminalizing, legalizing, taxing, and regulating drugs, all drugs, ending the war on drugs,
But that's not going to do
and
the whole
then
thing. That's not going to
also
give them money.
providing affordable housing. That's that, and then boom, you got it.
and free
Like, that's it.
internet so they could apply for jobs. Hey,
What
True.
about
That's
if
a
that
full
9 trillion
billion,
number is
too.
real though? What if we literally all the black people in this country who came from descendants of Africa, like
yeah.
9 trillion removed from like 9 trillion? Shouldn't we pay it back somehow? Like, why would we're the richest country and the richest business in the history of the world, and we owe $9 trillion to black people and 24 trillion to like investors. Like, before those investors made that money, those black people had that money taken from them. It should be paid back somehow.
Yeah, you're right.
Won't
Damn
let
right,
me
dude.
out like that.
Is that like there's a lot of people that live in
Won't
delusion.
let me out.
Calm down, black person.
I'm done now. Sorry.
Man, I've seen what you look like, Alex, dude, and you know I respect you for saying this, man. I really do. Thank you.
I mean, it's my shit. I believe, like, I completely believe it. If I were black, I'd be freaking out. Like, I don't know. Like, Bogey is black and I'm white. I was wondering if I like what Britain. I don't understand. Britain's not the same.
I'm rainbow. Britain is not the same. Britain is not
But
racist.
on some days, you look like you might be
No, not at all.
confused for a black person.
You know,
Britain's the most
I
racist.
couldn't go and walk certain areas of London and not get stabbed. Yeah,
See,
sure.
racism.
Yeah.
If you walk in the east side, no one will
There's
even
places
look at
you don't fucking go because you will get lynched if you're white, man. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
the same if you're fucking black as well. You know,
Is
Yeah,
that
mate.
really true? Are there places?
You don't go
where
up
if I
north.
go there, I
Yeah,
get
bro.
lynched? Like, they'll hang me up
Yeah,
on a
mate.
tree. What'll happen to me? That's crazy.
Mate, just don't touch London, innit?
London
not the vibe.
is that racist against whites? That I'd be killed.
Mate, there's a reason. There's
areas for both, man. in London.
I haven't lived in London for a good number of years now, and there's a reason for that.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. London's a mad place now, man. They're trying to be like South Central. That's the vibe right now.
Well, it can't be
Yeah.
that. I mean, haven't they have like crazy congestion pricing and shit? Aren't they trying to keep it?
No, it's.
You
fuck
don't need
that,
to
man.
drive in
It's
London,
kids
bro.
stabbing each other.
Yeah, man. It's every day kids dying from getting stabbed. Literally every day for like past 4 years now.
Would be kind of funny though if in the city they did like crazy congestion pricing and then like they made it so expensive.
They
to
do.
drive that the black people who lived in the city couldn't leave. Like they're like,
You know, it's crazy you're saying that because everybody that has ever fought with me about guns has always been like, the UK doesn't have guns, and then there's not nearly as much violence.
Mate, it's mad violence, bro.
No, there's mad violence.
It's outrageous.
That's so sad. man.
It's just not as bad as a school shooting.
Yeah, damn right.
Oh, dude.
I heard
No,
that.
man, people
Oh,
still
shit,
get
man.
stabbed, people still die. It's
Yeah.
just as fucking bad, you know.
Yeah, like.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
a different context, obviously, in a school and that. It's a bit fucking scarier, but
Like you fucking go there to learn and then just fucking deal with like bullies and a bunch of fucking assholes that you don't really want to fucking deal with in life. You'd rather just sit at home playing video games and chilling with your fucking parents and
Yeah.
pops. But like you still gotta go and fucking deal with this indoctrination system. And then some jackass runs through the fucking door with an AR-15 and starts lighting up all his haters and the people
that's who we got to thank for the gender-neutral fucking emojis, or the indoctrination in the fucking universities and shit.
Wait, is that what that picture was about? Gender neutral emojis?
Yeah.
Wait, let me have a look.
That's how this whole conversation started.
But it's just a dude in all the pics.
Yeah, it's just a dude in like. So what I was saying is apparently Apple thinks putting on black clothes makes you gender.
Oh.
Now you look at some of the speakers wearing the black turtlenecks on stage, and they look a little bit like men, but you can't quite tell, you know.
They either look like men or really butch women.
Yeah,
They just look like
that's what I'm
Kenny.
saying. The women look like men in their black turtlenecks. They're just they're all like in their own utopia.
That's jokes. That's actually jokes. I'm gonna roll the joint, guys.
Oh damn right! I just smoked a fat bowl.
Cause you know, like my fucking vaporizer's out of juice, so I gotta charge up the bitch. But I had a little puff before it went out. This weed vape's really nice, and it's fucking. I think it's like some amnesia or something, man. But it's fucking nice, bro.
Just wish America would legalize this shit already. That way I could just like get it.
They already
done.
have a lot of places. It's coming.
Well, you're in Washington, right? I swear it's legal in Washington now.
Washington, man.
Brexit happens, we're never getting that shit legalized here, like ever.
Don't know, mate.
It's not gonna happen.
Don't know. I think Corbyn might win. You know. I'm not voting, by the way. I'm not voting. I'm not voting in the next Ponzi scheme. Sorry.
Jeremy Corbyn, he's unelectable, mate.
He's gonna watch. I'm telling you, bro.
He's fucking unelectable.
Nah, mate. I'm telling you. Watch what's gonna happen, bro. He's gonna get through. He's gonna put through Brexit. Yeah, it's actually gonna happen, right? And it's gonna be shit. Pound's gonna drop by £5. Watch. I'm telling you, bro.
What's gonna drop by £5?
The pound, mate.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying, everything's just gonna get fucking expensive as fuck.
Huddle.
Huddle gang.
And that's simply because of the disappearance of trade deals and people
The US
jacking
dollar.
up prices.
Because of the US dollar, the world will suffer.
It's supposed to have the opposite effect though. We're gonna trade less with other countries and do more home produce and have it fucking cheaper.
It doesn't
But
work
they're
that way.
losing out on the fact that they can't fucking trade with other countries now, so they have to hike the prices instead. It's
Yeah,
dumb.
to import. Yeah. And the Tingo scrap.
What are like the huge British companies that come to mind?
Was that sorry?
What are like the huge British companies that come to mind?
What huge British companies?
I don't know. What are some?
These nuts.
Yo.
I mean, my balls, they're pretty huge.
I mean, like you guys are British, right? What are some of the huge companies? Aren't there like a couple giant companies in Britain?
My balls!
That's a weird answer.
I told you, they're pretty huge.
Did somebody say they wanted to fight? The big company in Britain are Evo's balls. That's where we're at.
Yeah, bro. Problem?
Nah, I'm good.
No good, we can continue.
What was just said? Sorry, my housemate was showing me his Voldemort costume. What was said? Hello?
I figure like you guys got a lot of like you got some banking, right? Some old ass money. If you start to disconnect from the international.
Nah, it's all
system
gone,
at
bro.
all.
We got
Nah.
assets, we got housing, and that's about it. Of any fucking value here at the moment, which is what the bank relies on.
It's all debt, mate. Just like you guys.
Yeah,
And it rains all the time. So
Government.
you guys are kind of fucked, right? No matter what, you're kind of fucked.
Yep. Exactly.
Like it's gonna become a ghetto.
It's
It's gonna
a
become a
fact.
rainy.
It's the
white
only
ghetto.
fucking way, bro.
Big mood, bro.
It's gonna look like a yin-
What?
It's gonna look like a yin yang board. You're gonna have like a huge white area and then like a little black circle in London, and it's gonna be the worst place.
What
in
does
the
it
world.
look like when it all collapses, though? What does it look like?
Rainland, it's gonna be bad, dude. Bad.
Not as bad as America, though.
What? America's better than Britain.
Yeah,
for
America's
the actual
gonna
people.
shit in the next.
Don't know.
America's gonna be like fucking Fallout 3, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it will be.
literally.
Yes. America's gonna be
Literally,
so fucked.
There will be riots. Mate.
We're gonna have American soon.
Yeah, that's why I want to save up about 10 grand and get one of those fucking bunkers built in my backyard.
Nah, just move to Canada. Let's just all go to Canada.
There is a militia marching up from Florida right now as we speak because this Trump impeachment vote just went through.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
get
bro.
really
Yeah,
bad,
bro.
man.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Civil
so
War's coming, mate. Civil War's coming.
Well, I mean, we did spend 4 hours this morning watching the Democrats severely lie to America. So
Oh, fuck.
What'd they say?
It's been a while since there's been a riot, actually.
like Trump literally did nothing wrong in that phone call.
No,
And then Joe Biden, and then Joe Biden's the one who actually broke the law. Like what?
Biden 2020.
I mean, I've paid some attention. I'm not a Democrat. I think that
Trump
what
also
he did
did well.
it should have been more serious to impeach
Epstein.
him. But you can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't play our money to be president. It's cheating.
But he did. But he didn't. But in the phone call, he didn't play our money.
We
He
don't have a
didn't.
record of the phone call. We don't have. They don't record it, which is fucking batshit, in my opinion. I believe, and I'm not a Democrat.
Nah,
I
bro,
believe
they
that
record
this
it. They
guy-
just don't release
This
it.
guy had the intent.
They recorded, man. The
and was-
NSA is bad on everybody.
Got
Well,
him.
there might be a record of that somewhere. It might be on a separate system. It's not like we don't have encryption that can't be like broken in the short term. I mean, who knows? But I believe that I believe he played our wealth, and our security, the product of the American people, to advantage his own campaign in a way that says to people who already hate him, obviously, like.
See, that's where you're wrong already. Joe Biden's the one who broke the law before. Like, aren't you forgetting that he already leveraged America's money to advance his son? Like that's what I'm saying. Joe Biden already broke the law, and Trump was just trying to get to the bottom of that. Like, I want Joe Biden to get prosecuted for what he did, because what he did is treason, bro.
I don't think.
Well,
Well, tell me what you think Biden did, real quick. Like,
He's a kiddie fiddler as well, isn't he?
It's that whole clip where he sat there and leveraged America's money to get somebody fired for investigating the company in which his son worked for.
Yeah, I think we probably read different.
That's what happened. He went and had a private meeting with Ukraine, and he said, I'm not going to give you this aid if you don't fire that prosecutor. That's what he did. And then he went on live TV and said, I did this.
Yeah, but that has
I could bring up the clip right now.
It's also fine. That part is fine. It's also presented as a case.
No, wait. So,
Listen,
Alex, you're saying that that's fine. So he did break the law.
What I'm saying is, from what I've heard, the major powers that were connected to that were all actively trying to get this fucking scumbag fired. They were all trying to get him fired. Nobody was trying to do what Trump was doing. I don't like Biden. I'm not trying to elect Biden. We're not talking about Biden. We're talking about, did Trump use the power of America to try to get a different president elected than might be elected if we didn't play that way? He did play that way. It certainly looks like he played that way. They're probably going to impeach him. I mean, I hope he fucking loses, because I think he's done his job. I don't like seeing that kind of shit. It doesn't sound that serious. The world wasn't going to fall apart because of what he did. But the dude I'm from his state. Like, everybody fucking hates him. He's always been a scumbag. He's never been remotely as rich as he said. There's shit underwater that we haven't even seen. And what he did was wrong enough that the people on, more on my side of the line generally are willing to impeach him, even if the Senate doesn't convict him, just for history, to say we believe that history does get more progressive, and in 20 years, people are going to look back and say, oh my God, this was the fakest, in a system of fake presidents and bullshit, this was the worst one we ever had. And the only reason he ever got elected is because the system is so fucked that he got elected, because people are like, this system's so fucked. You don't solve it by electing him. But last thing, if you elect him, other things become possible in the future, because people realize how bad it got, like how corrupt we were.
Yeah, he's got a point. Actually, like, he's the first president to ever have a fucking hotel literally 2 blocks away from the White House and get away with it.
I mean, well, that's part of the reason he's the only one that ever owned one, so we don't know what would have happened. Most of them didn't have as much money as him. I don't like, emoluments is fucked up too, like getting people to give you money for your own shit if you then funnel it into a campaign, but it's more business. What he did in the other scenario is leveraging a country's power. It's like, oh, I'm the president, but it's country's power and real fucking money. And the hotel shit is fucked up too. If you add up all the things, like, if you really want a good world to have the head CEO of the biggest company be that much of a piece of shit, it just says where we are in history. Fuck that guy. But also, fuck our system, which needs drastic fucking revolution. We need to rethink this fucking country, because it's not going that well. It's a great country in a lot of ways for the people who live here. It is rich. We all get paid more than we should compared to the other people in the world. But it's like, it's not, the technology in the future is beautiful, but we're not ready for it. We're not ready for it at all, in my opinion.
That gift there was a big influence on everything.
Are you mad?
The amount of
Well,
fucking airtime each of them get, that's such a big influence for the propaganda that they're trying to fucking share.
right?
And they have to pay for it. I think you pay for it in America, right?
Yeah, you
Well,
pay
no,
for campaign.
Trump
Yeah,
gets
here you
free
don't.
airtime. Trump gets free airtime because they always cover his ass, 24 hours a day.
Hmm.
And there are a
Trump
huge number
used
of
Twitter.
people- There's a huge number of people who don't have a vision. They're basically kind of hopeless, and they just want to sort of troll everybody else. Like, it's not like the average American is a fucking.
Do you know? Do you know what Trump actually did? Do you know what he did? He used Twitter, yeah, to get the media to cover him.
The thing
Yep,
is,
that
this
was
is-
his tactic. Though. That's his tactic the whole time, bro.
Mhm.
From the beginning, he has connections in TV, dude. Like, come on,
Yeah,
guys.
I know, but like that's what he did though. He used just Twitter. That was his go-to. Like, boom, send a silly tweet. I'm covered.
It was him sitting down with the executives of all these major, media corporations and literally telling them what to do because he has those cards, man.
Of course he
He,
did.
But
he
is it-
Trump carded the entire system.
But also,
Like,
look
he
at
had 3 television shows. There appeared in like 5 movies.
look at the other side though. Like Hillary, we have the Democrats. I'm on their side more than on the Republicans. They have nobody that's really very interesting that would even like. Who do we have that would get that attention?
Obama.
Obama.
Is
Sure.
Biden the pervert? The fucking
Obama-
Fuck
pedophile?
Obama,
cool as
dude.
fuck.
Obama's a
Exciting.
horrible president.
Right.
Obama.
Biden, is he the one that was like a paedophile and shit as well?
Nah. that's
Yeah,
Epstein.
yeah.
Biden
Yeah,
harms
Yeah, he's like
people.
touching
Come on,
kids
you guys-
and telling them that, like,
Trump wrote on the Lolita Express, guys. Like,
He didn't. Come on, that's absolutely batshit. Biden.
No,
is a
it's
little
not. There's
crazy.
videos of it on
the
YouTube.
Joe
of him
Biden
touching
video.
kids.
Yeah,
There's videos of him
sure
on
it's-
YouTube. You can
Pet
see it,
being
bro.
a-
He's
being a
molesting
true-
kids.
You're
man.
saying something. Take like the worst thing. Taken in the worst way. And you're calling him a pedophile for it.
Well, no, it's either a deep fake or it's actually real and it happened, and it looks like it doesn't look like a deep fake. So
Nah, deepfake has only been up for 3 months. Nah, I doubt it. Can't call the deepfake card yet, my friend. Not till 2023. When it's readily
Well,
accessible.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Biden is boring as fuck. I wouldn't want him. He's the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. I'm saying like, is there?
Well,
somebody
you're gonna get him though. That's the thing. You're
Well,
gonna
see,
get.
We don't know that for sure. It's not over. Come on.
I know that.
My problem is Biden's part of the whole Jeffrey Epstein shit, in my opinion. I think he's
Exactly. That's why he's gonna be
the
fucking
Clintons
president.
are all connected. Like all of them, bro. The Obamas are connected. It's
Yeah.
bad. It's gonna be-
I
That's
cannot
not- that's
see-
not-
connected too,
You
bro.
think Obama's connected to something where he's aware that kids are getting fucked?
Oh yeah, man.
Bogey, you think
Oh,
Obama's
definitely,
aware that kids are getting
bruh.
fucked?
they're politicians. Come on, you can't be that naive.
I'm
Politics,
aware
but
that he's
he
involved
knows
with
his
that
friends
crowd.
are fucking kids. He knows that his friends are fucking kids.
Damn
Maybe he
right he
doesn't.
knows.
His money.
Maybe he
People that
doesn't.
are
Maybe they
fucking
keep him in the
kids.
dark, but he still does business with them.
So don't we want other people to run in this country? Then does anybody see anyone?
It doesn't
who really
matter.
wants
Who, it doesn't
president?
matter who else runs because they won't win, bro. You
No,
do realize
that's
elections.
the problem. That's the problem.
You do realize they're rigged, right? They're planned.
No.
Yes, they
If
are.
it was rigged,
It's not
Hillary
all-
would've
it's
won.
not a gamble.
Hillary would have won. Hillary would have won if it was rigged.
No, she
Trump
wouldn't.
Had no connection.
No.
No, she
Trump
wouldn't.
had
No,
connection.
because Hillary.
If she would have, she
Hillary-
would have won.
She would have won if it was rigged.
Hillary.
Easily.
See, the
She
problem
was
is
friends with
Hillary
everybody
crossed
who
her.
hates
She'd
him.
be in office.
Yeah, but ALX, Hillary crossed her camp when she did the email shit. The email
Exactly.
server was the end of her shit. That was the end of it.
No,
That's when they
they're not
X'd
gonna
her, bro.
elect
Yeah.
Trump. If they have the power, they're not going to
Bro.
not elect her. That just gives them more leverage over her. Are you serious? That gives them more leverage.
Bro,
Well,
as
no,
soon as
they,
that
they
email
wanted
shit went
Trump. They wanted Trump because they thought they could control Trump, bro.
Exactly.
They don't do things when they think something can happen. They didn't know they could like.
Oh,
no.
bullshit. Bullshit.
They didn't know
That's
they could
all
control him.
they
They
do.
can't control him. They can influence him because he's a fucking like rubber duckling. They couldn't. They didn't know they could control him. They wouldn't make a bet like that. If it was rigged, she would have.
Well, I think
she was status
I
quo
think the
as it
prob-
fucking gets.
Well, I think the problem is, a lot of people think influence and the other word that we were talking about, I'm too stoned, is not the same thing. They're both the same thing. Influencing is the same thing as.
Being able to force, I mean, they're related. They're different words because they're not, I mean, exactly the same thing. I don't believe that. I believe Hillary would have won in a second. If the system that existed wanted to continue raping the people the way it was, they would have gone with Hillary fucking Clinton. And Biden's boring as shit. There are some. There are some candidates.
World War Three would have already happened if that happened.
Oh, come
I know,
on.
man. Trump has been raping the American people way worse than Hillary could ever rape them. So I mean,
Hillary's just a corrupt. Hillary's not even that bad, dude. She's mostly just a person who was probably
Under
idealistic.
Under Hillary's control in America, if you were to tweet bad about Hillary, she'd just have somebody commit suicide against you.
I think we need somebody. I really think we need somebody else. There are smart people on the Democratic stage. You cannot look at all 10 of those people and think that they're all fucking like dummies or the problem is they all seem somewhat fake, right? Like you don't see anyone remotely like him, even in the real side of shit. Like nobody's really emotional. Nobody has ideas. Nobody really talks off the cuff. Nobody takes any risks. There's so many, and there's no really interesting characters on the Democrat. There's nobody running. Who is interesting to you guys?
Domo arigato, Mr.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you were breaking up. Alright, try.
Nobody takes any risks because